Hi, I'm Chuck Fazio, and this is my beautiful wife, Angela. We're the real estate industry's iconic power couple, and we built one of the largest independent real estate brokerages in the entire country.
We've overseen more than 40,000 transactions and $9 billion in production.
If you're a broker owner, or if you're thinking about owning your own brokerage, or maybe even a team leader that wants to get your business to the next level, tune in with us because we're going to share all of our tips, tricks, and secrets that got us to being at the top of our game. This week, we're going to be talking about the five big mistakes you can make running a brokerage.
Yeah, this one's a good one. So if you like the content of this video, please click that subscribe button, ring the little bell so that you can be notified every time we do a video.
So I'm going to start out with the first one. The first one is not having things in writing. And I'm specifically talking about agreements with agents, agreements with teams, agreements in your ICA. Everything should be in writing.
With your employees.
Yeah, with the employees.
For sure.
And it was amazing. We learned the hard way. Mm-hmm. And it was we just thought we had all of our I's dotted and T's crossed until each thing kept popping up. And then we're like, oh my gosh, we don't have that in writing. So, there's too many to list. But if you are interested, we tell you to reach out to us and we can give you some of the big key pointers. But the first one is not having things in writing.
Especially if you're drivers like we are, you're going for growth and all of that.
We're drivers?
Yeah, totally. And these kinds of details are they're painful, but you've got to get them in place. So the next one that we want to talk about is not having process and procedure for checks and balances. Wow, did this one hurt? I'm talking about for money, for passwords, for the way that you even manage your transactions. How do you audit yourself? How are you keeping your compliance in line? All of those process and procedures and checks and balances, which requires somebody to help you with that, or if maybe you have that brain, we didn't, and we learned the hard way. That was painful. Loss of money, loss of time, being disorganized are all painful side of that.
Yeah, the next one really pertains more to staffing, and that's hiring the wrong people and then not firing them fast enough. And it kind of goes in line with what you just said. Because we're drivers, we're D's on the DISC assessment, we're not good at details. So all the detail part of your company, you want to hire S's and C's on the DISC assessment.
That's a whole nother video right there.
If you want more information about the DISC, let us know. But you have to find the right people. And don't wait till you need to fill a spot before you start interviewing. Always be looking. We're always looking for talent. Mm-hmm. Like Dave Ramsey always taught us that if you find good talent and don't have a position for them, good talent will actually make a position.
That's true to this day. We still constantly, everywhere we go, we're looking for great talent.
Always looking for good talent. Mm-hmm. And then the other thing is we have a problem. We're in sales. we sell people.
Oh, no,
we don't interview them, we sell them. And then they come aboard and find out it's a mistake, and then we feel bad for getting rid of them, let them linger on, and it costs you a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of aggravation. So don't fall into that trap. That's a big mistake.
That's another probably whole video, hiring and firing, for sure.
Well, we'll do one of those.
We'll do one of those.
There you go.
The other one that I want to talk about is being clear. One of the things with communication. Communication is the most important thing in any kind of relationship, whether it be a marriage or a friendship or business. And this is such a struggle. You have to get communication not only out to everybody, your agents and your staff, but you have to do it in a way that they can receive it, which means we did newsletters and emails, texts, phone calls, social media, meetings, and oh my gosh, meetings is a whole nother topic. Meetings are so important, but if you don't do them well, you're wasting time, you're being inefficient, or you're turning people off to the content. So that's a whole other thing to think through. How are you having meetings? What are the purposes? And with our staff, we really had to work on this because we would have a meeting with all of these great ideas and we would fail to do things like, oh, I don't know, delegate the tasks or make deadlines, right? Or schedule follow-up meetings, or even to identify what does it mean, what does it look like to win with whatever idea or task we're talking about. This is an intricate, ever-evolving process of having very clear and precise and effective communication.
Yeah, and what we always say is to be unclear is to be unkind.
Yes.
So be clear. Lastly, big deal is allowing cancerous agents to stay at your brokerage. You know, I get it, guys. There's some people that go, "What? He's a producer or she's a producer." Let me tell you something. When you leave toxic people at your company too long, it infiltrates and it affects. And don't be surprised that you get a lot of people leave because you kept that one person around.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt, but this is
You
important.
should be sorry.
We talk all the time about it matters who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
And you are affected by that. So if you have some cancerous person in your brokerage, people will be affected.
Now I will say, I'm going to give you a little tip right here. If you don't own a brokerage or you've never been in that position to be around a lot of agents, just because an agent's an ass doesn't mean they're cancerous.
Ass is an important part of assertive.
Yes, it is very important. And you know, the reason why I say that is some of your biggest producers, and you may be one listening, are high maintenance.
Yeah.
You're difficult.
Yeah.
And that's what makes you good at sales. You're very assertive, very aggressive. And we had a reputation of being very aggressive in the industry. So there's a fine line between cancerous and a bit of a pain in the ass.
And remember, you don't always just throw people out. That's not what we're saying at all, because some people can be counseled. You know, sometimes you can sit people down and they'll listen and they'll change.
Or medicated.
Or get medicated.
There you go.
Whatever.
Give them a few drinks and all of a sudden, that's why we have a bar.
We have a bar in our office. It's awesome.
Anyway, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Remember, we're always here for you. We love helping people build brokerages because we built one of the biggest brokerages in the country. And whether you're a team leader, broker owner, thinking about getting into that direction of the business for that residual income, contact us.
We can help.
We'll answer questions. We'll help you out.